Good morning and welcome to our morning take. My name is Frank Johnson.
I'm Abraham Lawrence.
And I'm Tim Goetz.
And our goal here, as soon as I shut this music off, that's some old school right there. Our goal here is to describe for you the movie that is going on in our head when we read the Bible. We'd like to bring God all the glory and praise and everything to honor Him. Today is Monday. It is October the 16th. And man, if you thought I hated Mondays, you have not been around for this one.
This one was
I
rough.
hate Mondays.
This one was rough, and we hadn't even got started.
I'm telling you. Abraham, heard you went to the beach this weekend, bro.
Yes, I did.
Beautiful weather down there in South
Yes,
Carolina?
it was very, very good. It was
So we went to Myrtle then, right?
good to. It was good to get away. Yes, it was good.
Dirty Myrtle.
Even my microphone is all messed up and everything. Okay. That's going to sound good. We have a special guest in the studio today. Did you notice that, Abe?
Yes, I did. That's the first thing I noticed when I walked in.
Yes, we have a young lady named Robin Summit. She's a wonderful person. I have met her just actually a couple of months ago. You came to an outreach here at Hands and Feet, right?
That's right.
And she attends Free Will Baptist Church in Gastonia, North Carolina. Great to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, you're going to definitely have to get in that microphone because I'm like 3 times louder than you. That's why when you hear in the mic, see, here's Frank, and here you are. All right, so I want to make sure that everybody hears you.
Hey, everyone.
So you do a podcast. I listened to it this week. Can you tell the people what you're trying to do with your podcast?
My podcast has to do with giving people a fresh take on the scripture and having them develop a love for it by making it plain, making it so that it's understandable to anyone.
That's kind of what we do
That's
here.
the goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we try to get the movie going in your head, and we're crazy. But you are not crazy, and it's wonderful and very refreshing in here. Abe, I'll have to send you the link so that you can take a listen to it.
Yes, definitely.
And Robin, she just gets warmed up in 10 minutes, so she's not doing a little morning thing like we are. She actually does, I think it was about 40 minutes or something, 35 minutes or something like that. What, the encouragement one that I listened to?
The one you listened to
Yeah.
may have been close to 30 minutes.
Yeah,
So.
it was very good though, and I've really felt encouraged. And Abe, you'd love the story too, because it's about Abraham, how God called Abraham his friend. And it's good to have friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good to have you in the house today.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so listen, if you want to comment on anything at all, you just pop in there. It'll be fine for you to do that. We
Awesome.
we welcome anything you have.
Appreciate it.
We have been studying in Genesis chapter 42, the Joseph story. I almost said Jonah. I hate Mondays. The Joseph story, just to catch you up a little bit, if you haven't, this is your first time tuning into the podcast. Joseph has been, he's the 11th son of Jacob, and he was sold into slavery at 17 years old. He went down to Egypt and landed in Potiphar's house, and ended up out of Potiphar's house in jail for probably, who knows, close to 10 years or something like that. And then Pharaoh had a dream. He interpreted Pharaoh's dream, and the rest is history. We're almost there. Genesis 41 talked about what the dream is about. Egypt's going to have 7 years of prosperity and then 7 years of drought. And Pharaoh figured there wasn't anybody better than Joseph to handle this situation, so he lets Joseph handle it. He makes him in charge as long as he's still the Pharaoh. And basically we're to where we're on 42, right? We know that he has 2 kids, right?
Yes.
And so Genesis chapter 42, if you want to read along with us. Now Jacob, so we're back to Jacob now. And I'm assuming that's why they started a new chapter.
Yes.
Jacob saw that there was grain in Egypt. I like how it says he saw that there was grain in Egypt. They didn't have CNN or anything, so.
News travels fast.
Yeah, but you would have thought it said heard. That he heard there was. But it says he saw.
Yeah.
You reckon there's anything to that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. So go for it. What do you think?
Well, it's not written, but we know that Jacob is very spiritual. So maybe God spoke to him in a dream and said that, he probably prayed because of the famine, and God revealed to him that there was corn in Egypt.
See, you and I think so much alike, because that's exactly what I was going to say. I believe that God showed him that there was grain in Egypt, because it said he saw that there was grain in Egypt. And then Jacob said to his kids, what every father says to their kids, Why are you staring at one another? That's got to be one of the best lines in the whole Bible.
Yeah,
right?
because when I read that, I was just
What's
like,
it say in the King James?
It just says, "Why do ye look one upon another?"
Why do ye look one
Ye.
upon the other?
Ye. Why do ye?
Stop it, Tim. Yeah, that's right. Why are you staring at one another? He said, Behold, I have heard that there is grain in Egypt. Go down there and buy some for us. I mean, you lazy bums. From that place so that we may live and not die.
See, what I'm thinking is, he's probably said that twice, and they're just standing there.
Yeah, why are you still
because
looking at each
because
other?
no one wants to go. They probably don't want to go. They're like, man,
Simeon's looking at Levi going, Mm-mm,
nope.
not me. Let
Well,
them young
well, and,
kids
you,
go.
and you know how parents always have to tell their kids more than one time to do something.
Quit looking at one another and get on down to eat.
Yeah.
I told you, how many times do I got to tell you to get down there? Go.
That's right.
You know, they're probably just wondering, hoping that somebody would volunteer, because obviously the eldest would have to go.
Okay, I hate Mondays so much I did not start my time.
I know. I saw that we're at 6 minutes.
6
I was going to
minutes.
let you know when we got right at 10.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so where are we at? Verse 4. But Jacob did not send Joseph's brother Benjamin.
No, you were on verse 2. Go to verse 2. You skipped.
Verse 2, I read that.
Did you?
He said, Behold, I have heard
Yeah.
that there is grain in Egypt. Go down there and buy some for us
Okay, then.
from that place
then
so
verse
that we
3
may
you
live
skipped.
and not die. I skipped 3.
Yeah.
The 10 brothers of Joseph went down to buy grain from Egypt. But Jacob did not send Joseph's brother Benjamin with his brothers, for he said, I am afraid that harm may befall him.
Stop.
Do you reckon from the brothers or from Egypt or from the Egyptians?
Just from anything, I'm thinking, number one.
He doesn't trust his own sons.
This is why he sent them all, just in case on the journey something happens. No, seriously. If you send one or two, and
anything can happen.
anything can happen. But if you send them all, they'll be able to defend each other. Plus, the last time they were all together, the youngest one went missing.
Yeah. I don't think he trusts those kids. After all, Simeon and Levi, after he emasculated that whole tribe and killed every single one of them in there, I don't think he trusts any of them to be on their own, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
Now, did I do 5 yet? So the sons of Israel came to buy grain among those who were coming. And among those who were coming, for the famine was in the land of Canaan also. Basically, it was in the whole known world.
Yes.
Now Joseph was the ruler over the land, and he was the one who sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brothers came and bowed down to him with their faces to the ground.
Sounds very familiar.
I think Genesis chapter 37.
Sounds
if I
very
remember
familiar.
right.
Yeah.
Joseph had a dream that his sheaf would be standing up and their sheaves would be bowing down. And those brothers said, yep, there'll be a cold day in July before that happens. I guess this was July the 4th when they were there. When Joseph saw his brothers, this is my one eyeball thing. I've got to get my Bible a little closer to me. I'm sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
So now, did they,
Go ahead.
when they came and bowed down, did they realize that was his brother
No,
at that
It's
moment?
going to be.
Yeah.
You obviously you've not done your reading, Tim.
No,
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm getting banner. I'm talking
the
here.
Bible is actually going to answer it in just a second. When Joseph saw his brothers, he recognized them, but he disguised himself to them and spoke to them harshly. And he said to them, Where have you come from? And they said, From the land of Canaan to buy food. But Joseph had recognized his brothers, although they did not recognize him. Joseph remembered the dreams which he had about them and said to them, You are spies. You have come to look at the undefended parts of our land. Now, when it says that Joseph had dreams about them, do you think these are new dreams? Because I don't believe this is the same sheath dream. Do you?
I don't believe so. But getting back to the other part of them not being able to recognize him, he's dressed like Egyptians. He's older.
Well, it's
total-
been, how many years has it been?
A long time.
Well, Joseph was 30 when the famine started. Now, this is 7 years into the famine, and it might even be about another year before they finally come down, because they may have had 6 months to a year saved. You know, everybody saves a little food, and it was very prosperous for the whole world. But so it's very possible it's been pretty close to 25 years.
At least.
So he's changed quite a bit because
Yeah.
he was the young kid, and they were older already. So they probably haven't changed as much.
Yeah, and of course, he's going to remember them because of what they did.
And there's all 10 of them. He's got it figured out.
Yeah.
But yeah, now he's probably dressed like an Egyptian.
Yes.
He has
absolutely.
an Egyptian name.
Yes, he does.
What was that stupid name? I can never. Z-Man.
Yeah, just call him the Z guy.
Z-Dog.
Z-Man 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
So then he speaks aggressively just to throw them off.
of course, yeah. You are spies. You've come to look at the undefended parts of our land. Then they said to him, no, my lord, but your servants have come to buy food. We are all sons of the one man. We are honest men. Your servants are not spies.
Stop
Well,
right
they were
there.
almost right.
We'll have to stop right there and get into the rest of this tomorrow.
I guess that's going to be it. And I have
Where
no
is
idea.
that music?
Well, I don't know if you really want to hear music today or not. Do we? Nah, I say that we don't. I say you just come back tomorrow,
Yeah.
Tuesday. Robin, you going to be with us tomorrow?
Hopefully, I'd like to.
All right, she's going to hang around to the studio. So we haven't scared her off yet.
That's good.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.